Hello, this is Brian from AT Haynes House Yarns, and we are going to Kitchener project on today. So that's what the tutorial will be on. Kitchener is nothing more than when you have live stitches and you want to make a seamless bind off. So for this project, what you will need is 2 needles. You need your project, and for this project, this is our vanilla essence sock. I cast it on 56 and I did the toe on it, and now I'm down to 24 stitches. There are 12 stitches on each needle. And for Kitchener, you want to make sure that your needles, your stitches, your outside stitches are facing outward. So all your round side is going to be facing inward. Okay, round sides together. You will need a needle, a darning needle, and a pair of scissors. I like these pair of scissors because you can actually take these on plane with you, so it's easy. Ta-da! Easy pair of scissors, lovely. And so we are gonna Kitchener stitch. There is a pattern for Kitchenering, and once I get this yarn on the needle, I'll show you how to do that. But before I go there, when you cut your yarn to Kitchener, you want to make sure that your yarn is at least twice the size, the length of your stitches. So you have at least twice to do it, and I like to do a lot more. I do at least three times the size of the stitches that I have on there, the live stitches. And so that's what I do. All right, so you want to, this is the worst part, I don't like doing this, but once you have your needle and you're ready to Kitchener, there is a very simple pattern for this. All right, so your front needle will always be, you will knit the stitches off. Your back needles, you will always purl your stitches off. So that is one thing to remember. The front needle is knitted off, that back needle is purled off. And when you start it, it's a slightly different process. So you start it by purlwise. So you insert your needle purlwise through the first stitch and pull it. And just make sure that you aren't catching all the rest of the threads and anything else in there. And through the back needle, you insert it knitwise. And you'll pull that, and that's how you start your Kitchener stitch. Okay, so now that's done, the pattern is a little bit easy to remember at this point. So you always, first one, you knit off. So insert your needle knitwise and slide it off the needle, and then you'll insert it purlwise on the front needle. On the front needle. So the back needle, now we're going to get this first stitch off. Again, purlwise, and you'll get the stitch off the needle. I don't need this stitch marker. And now that stitch is off, insert it knitwise. And that's pretty much it. So the pattern is, I'm a knitwise, knit it off the needle. Then I insert it purlwise, and then purlwise on the back needle. Purl it off the needle. Insert it knitwise. And now to the front, knitwise. Woo. And knit off the needle. Purlwise, stay on the front needle. And you got to be careful that your stitches don't slide off up there. And so that's pretty much the whole pattern to this. So we're going to do a couple of them and show you what to do once you get to the end, okay? Purl off the needle, knitwise, it's a little fumbly with an extra string there, knitwise, knit off the needle, purlwise, purlwise, in the back, purl off the needle, knitwise. And again, just remember, the front needle, you always knit it off. The back needle, you always purl off. Okay? Purl, purlwise, and I'm gonna purl off the back needle. And something like this always happens to me, is that I gotta rethread it. Comes open, comes loose. So we're gonna purl off the back, knitwise. And again, that's the whole pattern. Again, once you get used to it, it's easy to do. It's just the starting that can be, you know, just remembering what to do. Purlwise, back needle, purl off. Knitwise, knit off the front needle. So you always have this alternating, your knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl until the end of it. Purl. Now you get to the back and you want to purl off that stitch. Then you will insert a knitwise. Come back to the front, knit off. Stay with the front. Now you want to purl. Purlwise. Go into the back. You're going to purl off of the needle. Knitwise. Come to the front. You're going to knit off the needle. Insert it again, purlwise on the front needle. Go into the back and purl it off. Purl off that net stitch on the back needle. Purl it off. Then you go knitwise in the net stitch on the back needle. And again, that pattern sticks in your head after a while. Thank goodness it's only 12 stitches, because this can become long. knit that stitch, and we're coming up on a couple of last stitches, which is good. We're gonna knit this one off. Purl this one. Purl off this one. Knit this one. Knit this one off. And for the last two stitches, I don't pull them off the stitches, I pull them off together. So I knit that one, and then I'm gonna purl this one, and then I just take it off like that. So you see how it's bound, so you don't see any seams in there. There aren't no seams in there at all. And when you get done with this one, just take your needle, poke it through there, and turn your sock inside out. Pull all the way through, turn your socks inside out, and then you weave this in. So for me, again, there we go again. The trick to this is to ensure that this thing doesn't slide through. Sometimes I don't pay attention to it. Most times I don't. So weave in the ends. And for that last stitch, I like to break the yarn itself. That way it stays in there. And cut it. And there you have it. Your sock is Kishnered all together. You don't see any difference in the stitches. There's no seam whatsoever. All right, thank you guys for watching. There will be more videos as we post. You can subscribe at the bottom of the video. And thank you for watching AT Haynes House Yarns.